Hello again, and thanks for staying tuned in my series for change in the world. I want to make it usual to have the feedback I got from the previous episode first. So let's start right off. So I was asked to sit straight in my next episode and change the chair I'm sitting on. First of all, I was not a friend of this idea, but then I came to another thought that made me actually adapt to this feedback, because we all need to get out of our comfy zones in our lives to start change. Because every small change is already a step towards a bigger change. And therefore, I changed the chair, try to sit straight, and maybe this is also making a positive appeal. I got the feedback that my previous video was too long, so I try to speed up a bit, as you may notice, and I will reduce the time, or limit the time of the videos to 10 minutes approximately, maybe 11 or 12. Depends on how far I am with my notes. I was asked to get to the point of change faster, yet I have to deny this request for the moment, because there are simply too many problems to talk about, and I don't want to miss some problems or many problems, because there are so many that I want to talk about many of them. I said I cannot talk about every problem, but I will try to get as many things into this series as possible. So I know there are many people who are already aware that there are so many problems we need to change now, but there are still people that don't know. And I want to take into account everybody, so I have to get all the problems together, at least all the problems I already know about. And therefore, I can tell you in episode number 8, there will be the first changes I want to tell, or the first definite changes. I will speak about possible changes earlier, but the main case of changes will be coming in season number 8, or in episode number 8. Season is a bit wrong, because that would mean I was a TV series. Never mind. And I was told there may be a misunderstanding about overpopulation. So I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want you to even think about killing anybody. This is definitely not my intent, but I was told there may be a misunderstanding that if I say the world is overpopulated, somebody could say, okay, then we just kill a bunch of people. No, we don't do that. And I can't prevent it. As you see it, I'm working a lot with my hands, and I was told there are many irritating hand gestures. I would try to fix my hands to the table, but this is the way I am talking, and yeah, I cannot help it. I will try to reduce my hand gestures, but this will be very difficult for me. Then I also got the feedback that I could use clickbaits, like the one I did with the first video. So I took the name of Greta Thunberg and hoped for some more clicks. But I don't want to continue with this. It was just a good start for the series. So as you see in the headline, I don't use any celebrity person name, so and I won't do this in the further series as well. And then I got the question about trust. What is the meaning of trust against money in my previous video? And what I mean with trust is that we should, just let me get the word, that we should exchange money, which is somehow a replacement for the trust we have in the people around us, that we just have trust that the people around us will help us to survive. This is the thought I have behind this. So if you can trust everybody around you that they will do their part as you do your own part, and nobody is that greedy that they say, oh no, everybody is doing the work for me, so why should I do? This is the type of trust I mean. You trust that everybody will do his part, and everybody will profit from everybody's work. So that's the thing for trust. And I have to pace up a bit because we are now at 6 minutes. We have episode number 3 in front of me. It is already 2 pages, and yeah, as you see in the headline, I have split it because there's simply too much to talk about, and keep it in 10 minutes is a really difficult task. So, as you see in the headline, it is competition and growth. And I want to try in this small amount of time take a more detailed look in competition and growth. Both correlate and have effects on each other. And if you know push and pull factors, which are used to describe the settlement of people in rural areas or in urban areas, then you know some push and pull factors. So in urban areas you mostly have good jobs, but which is a pull factor. But you have higher rents, which are a push factor away from the urban areas. And on the other hand, you have the rural areas with lesser jobs, which is a push factor, but you have lower rents, which is a pull factor. In Germany, it is this part of economy is taught in geography. Maybe you should take a look back at your school notes. At the moment, 55% of the people on this earth live in cities. In 2050, it is expected to be 68%, then about 9 billion people. So, the rents in cities are rising, and the rural areas are weakened because more people move towards urban areas. Commuting gets necessary. So, as I said, rents in the rural areas are lower than they are in the city. So you live in the rural area but work in the city. Therefore, metropoles grow, and the environmental burden and land consumption does also. In the same matter of time, in the rural areas, as we can say, or in the country areas, agro businesses, so people producing grain and so on, they compete. They buy their competitors, they get bigger, and prices are falling. The natural ecosystems are replaced with agricultural systems, so you have only a certain type of grain, where otherwise would be different types of weeds on the field. And these monocultures are often called cash crops, because the grain is not used to feed people, but it is used to make money on the world market. This competition between grain producers and meat producers is fueling an overproduction, and therefore much food is thrown away, because everybody tries to have the lower price, but they need a high production rate for this. And in the same time, also the social competition is rising. So, as I said, I'm not trying to be a politician, but So there are left wings and right wings and, I don't know, fundamentalists, let's say, which are competing against each other. While we, as I said in the first video, we could also, everybody of us could just trust that we all want to work together. Yes, we have different opinions on many things, but I guess we are getting blind while we are in many discussions about what is the right thing, unless saying there are many right things. There's not one single right thing. There are many right things, and we can rearrange. What do you think is right? What do I think is right? And can we come together or can we not come together? And if we cannot come together, this is also okay. You have to be tolerant in this way. But as we are so many people, we have to be pushed together, and we need to get even more tolerant. And this is pushing many people over their personal tolerance limits. And furthermore, the growth of population creates a high rate of anonymity. So you don't know your neighbor anymore. When there was a time everybody in the street knew each other. Social links and the value of community exit the field of view. A perception of I could live on my own. As I said, we need to trust that everybody's doing his work, but in the personal perception, in the view, everybody thinks, okay, I can own money alone, I can go buy food alone, but everybody is forgetting that there is many people working behind the scenes to provide the food you're buying. And as I already reached 12 minutes, I'm looking for a, let's say, senseful way to end this. Maybe I can do it with this citation, and many of you would know it. The world is big enough for the needs of all, but too small for the greed for some of us. Yes, this for now. Social channels for comments and so on posted below. Also the Facebook group, please join. Be part of the change. Thank you for watching this video. And if you have any questions, just provide them to me. Yes, thank you, and see you in the next video.